pretty safe to say that wintertime is basically here, and depending on where you live and depending on what you like in terms of your weather, it's going to either be good news for you or bad news for you. And when you hear people talk about like winter depression and winter blues and all that stuff, it's something that is true and does happen if you live in an area where it does get cold. I mean, you got to think. You're making a big change here. You're going from warm weather to cold weather, and on top of that, you're also going from it getting dark at, 8 o'clock in the evening to getting dark at like 4:30 once you really get into winter. So you're making a big change, and for people who aren't a fan of the cooler weather and just of how much daylight you lose, it can kind of suck. One thing that goes along with that is a change in fragrance wardrobe, especially if you are in one of those areas where it gets cooler. Now for me, as I've been really getting into the sweeter fragrances, that's okay, but every now and then I will kind of flash back to summertime and just miss the heat, miss the fun times, and just miss some of the fragrances as well. So today we're going to be going over 10 fragrances that'll kind of cure the winter blues. If you're in this spot where it's like, man, it's cold weather, the lack of daylight sucks, you can spray on any of these 10 scents and they'll take you right back to summer and just help you get through this long, cold winter ahead. So if you guys like fragrance videos like this, make sure you get subscribed to the channel down below and hit that bell icon so you're notified of when I put these videos out. Also, while you're at it, give me a follow over on Instagram at Chaos Fragrances. I really do appreciate your support over there as well. And if you want to check out any of the fragrances we talk about today, they will be linked down below to Fragrance X, which is a discounter. They're a great kind of happy medium between having some of the best prices around and also some of the fastest shipping. Normally I get my stuff within a couple days, so it's really nice. So the first fragrance up, we have 1 Million Cologne. So this one is kind of interesting because it's a bit of an Invictus Aqua smelling fragrance, which is kind of weird because they already have Invictus Aqua from Paco Rabanne. And they also have this 1 Million Cologne, which takes, quite a bit of a similarity there between the two fragrances. Of course, this is a very fresh, bright, uplifting, aquatic scent with some nice citrus in there as well. Great for summertime, casual wear, and just overall a fun in the sun smelling fragrance. It's kind of DNA is just something that works and will definitely do a great job at transporting you back to those summer days. Second fragrance up, we have Versace Man Eau Fraiche. So this is just one of those fragrances that just smells so nice and bright. It's got this nice starfruit note, it's musky, it's citrusy, and it is just a very fun smelling fragrance as well. And that's kind of what I went for here with this video, just fragrances that smell fun. They remind you of those long summer days, just being out in the sun, soaking it up, enjoying it. This has that same type of thing going on. Obviously, by the look of the bottle here, you would expect that going into it, and you would be right. This is a very fun, bright, playful type of fragrance as well. And even though it's been out for a while and it's very popular, this one is a classic. Following that, we have Dior Homme Cologne. So this is a very simplistic fragrance, as you guys, I'm sure, are aware. It's got 3 notes. You're looking at bergamot, this nice grapefruit blossom, and of course, musk on the base. And even though it is simple, right, you're not getting a whole lot from this one, you don't really need to. It is such a bright, uplifting, almost photorealistic smelling fragrance. It kind of gets compared to this ice cold lemonade. That's kind of what people will say it smells like, and I do get the comparison. It does smell that way. And it's just overall a great one for those really ultra hot summer days when it's just too hot to be wearing anything. This fragrance really shines in that area. One of my personal favorite summer scents, just one that makes me happy, one that I love wearing when it's really hot outside, and just a great fragrance to make memories with. Dior Homme Cologne, that'll take you right back to summer. Let's keep going here. Up next, we have Mercedes-Benz Select. So this one is an Invictus smelling fragrance. So you're probably thinking, oh no, another Invictus cologne, but this one was out for a while, so it's not like they got into the trend this year like some fragrances houses are still doing. This one has been out, I think 4 years ago. It came out 4 or 5 years ago almost, and it's honestly, for the price, a really solid Invictus inspired scent. I mean, this is a really well done one. More emphasis on the fruitiness and ambroxan to my nose. So, it's a little bit different than Invictus, but still very similar as well. Just a different take, a different twist on it, which I think is pretty well done. It smells fantastic. It's got great performance. And again, very bright, very uplifting. Definitely a more summer-leaning Invictus inspiration, whereas if you get into some other darker Invictus type fragrances, they can be more for the cooler months. This one's definitely a summer month banger. Very affordable, and honestly, one of the better bang for your buck Invictus fragrances out there. If you haven't tried this one out and you're a fan of Invictus and want a more affordable one, definitely give this one a shot. And real quick, before we move further, I just want to quickly let you guys know that my launch in collaboration with Navatus Parfums is now live on the website, and for a very limited time, we're running a sale where if you buy one, you get 30% off. If you buy both, you get 50% off. That means you can get both of my new fragrances for a total of $195 if you buy them both right now for a limited time. This deal is not going to last forever, so make sure you take advantage of that. We have Soleil Matin, which is a citrus-based compliment getter. Really, really good for the summertime, which is what this video is kind of based around, so definitely don't sleep on that one. And then Rêve Nuit is more of a cooler weather, date night type of fragrance. Both turned out amazing. We've worked really hard for the past 8-9 months on these to get them to where we want, and I know you guys are going to love them as well. Make sure you take advantage of that deal and pick them up and let me know what you think. Following that, we have another Versace. This one I had to throw in there. This one is Versace Pour Homme. Man, is this just a vibrant, citrusy, musky, amazing fragrance. This stuff is really, really pleasant. Again, it's super wearable, it's super easy, and while it is a signature scent that can be worn year-round, for me, it really shines and excels in the spring and summer, more specifically just those hot summer days. I mean, you look at the bottle, just such a gorgeous bottle. Clear glass, nice light blue fragrance color. This stuff is stunning, especially in the heat, and this one will take you right back to summer when you're just not really digging the cold weather. Jumping on to the next one, we have Mancera Sicily. So this is a fruit-based fragrance. You get some citrus as well, but a lot of fruit. It's like, I don't know, pear, apple, and just a bunch of other fruity notes along with, again, a little bit of citrus. This one, you'll get compared to being kind of a feminine fragrance, and it does lean that way, even though it is unisex like all Manceras. It's going to be a bit kind of feminine leaning for some people. For me, I'm okay with it because I wear this because I enjoy the smell. I'm not wearing this to try to get compliments or smell good to other people. I'm wearing this and picking it up and smelling it because I think it smells great. And if you want like the epitome of summer for me, this is one of those fragrances. It just reminds me of just being in the summer, being kind of just out, out kind of enjoying the green grass and the nice trees around you and just kind of this fruity smell that it has. Just very uplifting, very vibrant. One of the more photorealistic fruity fragrances out there. This one is one you should definitely check out. Let's keep going here. Up next, we have First Instinct Eau de Toilette by Abercrombie & Fitch. Another fun, playful scent. Very affordable as well, and again, very youthful. Emphasis on the fun and youthful part of this one. Not going to be for everyone. It is a bit playful and kind of is more of a teenagery smelling fragrance like you'd expect from an Abercrombie & Fitch. But it's honestly really good. It utilizes this note of melon, which isn't done all that often, at least not like this one. Melon, musk, a touch of spices in here, and it is just such a nice scent. It's got a bit of this cologne-y, kind of teenagery aspect of it, like I mentioned, but really that melon kind of comes through and just makes this one interesting. It makes it fun, and even though I have a lot of other things to choose from, much higher quality, much better performing from, top-of-the-line niche brands, I still like First Instinct. So that goes to show how good I think this one is. Very cheap. You can get this one for next to nothing on discounters, and it's a nice one to have just to throw on and to keep in your collection just in case. Don't sleep on this one. Let's keep going. Up next, we have John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Another really well done scent from John Varvatos. This one usually is a bit more expensive, so even though you can get a discount, it's still going to be running you in the $50 range, whereas most are in the $30-ish, so you're paying a little bit more, but it's worth every penny. Really pleasant scent. It's got this nice orange in here, some of these more herbal notes, so it's going to be a different one. This is not going to be your traditional freshy citrus type of scent. There's quite a bit of depth and a bit of complexity to this one, which you may not be expecting. Great scent though. Artisan Pure, the look of the bottle, everything. It's a great fit for this scent. Very fun, very uplifting, very vibrant, and another great one for summertime. $50 is, a bit higher priced, or at least for a John Varvatos, but still it's worth every penny. This one is really, really good. Let's keep moving here. Up next, we do have Invictus Aqua. So I know we kind of talked about 1 Million Cologne here at the beginning, which has a bit of this vibe, but they are still different as well. Invictus Aqua, nothing is like it. Nothing will beat it. Sure, there are things that try to get close, but the vibrant punch that you get when you spray this one on is unmatched by anything else. 1 Million Cologne doesn't do it. The colognes out there don't really do it for me. The 2018 and the 2016 Invictus Aquas, especially for me the 2016, that fragrance holds a place in my heart as one of the best aquatic summer fragrances out there. Smelling this one takes me back to summertime, it takes me back to the pool, it takes me back to just fun in the sun. There's something about this DNA that is just so vibrant and uplifting and just effervescent. and just fun. I mean, again, that's kind of the theme of this video here, is just having fun, and this fragrance does that really well. A great, great summer DNA, and let me tell you, this one will take you right back to summer. If you've made some good memories of this one and you give it a spray up in the air, you'll be transported. And last up, we have Hugo Boss Reversed. This one's a nice vetiver citrus, and one of my favorites from Hugo Boss. Honestly, look, I mean, there's some other flankers and stuff, but I think this one's the most creative and the most unique. You have Iced, you have Now, kind of minty-based fragrances, but they're kind of on the more generic side. This one, for me, at least does something different here. That vetiver note in here is very smooth. It mixes together great. It's got good performance. Honestly, this one's pretty hard to beat for the price. So guys, that was going to do it for me. That was 10 fragrances that will help cure the winter blues. When you're just not feeling the winter time and it's too cold out, hit up some of these fragrances and they'll take you right back to summer. Again, if you want to check any of these fragrances out, they will be linked down below in the description to Fragrance X. That's a great place to shop and get these nice and quick at a great discount for you. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.